2 days going through this PayPal. Now what happened is I transferred my money to that to my PayPal because I don't have a bank card. Now PayPal is saying they cannot confirm me at my account, right? So that means they're just holding the money. There's nothing wrong. It's a computer, a technical matter on their side. So this has been going on for 2 days. So what you see me doing, um, you'll see later on. I'm gonna post a recording of of hours and you're gonna see how they hang up with you and hold the transfer you and hang up on you and everything. So when y'all be all into this hatred thing, this right here, you know what I'm saying, this is what really this shows the things that they do illegally using their financial institutes to harm black people. You understand? This I had this count for years, probably like over 10 years. I had this count for a long time. Never had any problems with this account. All of a sudden, now the count there's transaction issues. And I've spoken to about 20 representatives, and when I upload the recording of this, you'll see what I'm saying. And speaking to these representatives, they pass you on, but nobody's able to help you, and then they hang up on you. This has been going on. This is the second day. Um, Capital One has been assisting public storage, assisted in this hate crime. So a lot of these companies come out that severe, and I know, y'all probably thinking, oh yeah, you got the cat in the bag. Hey dog, you're black. You're doing this to you too, idiot. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all retarded? You do the same thing as you. But anyway, with all the hate going on, this is a norm. This has been going on for years. This has been going on through the council members, the executive office, through your judicial system, just especially in terms of judicial, domestic court. Now, courts, this has been going on in the district superior court. This has been going on under this program, the Community Partnership for the Prevention. Here, your Department of Human Services assisting in this hate crime and in these matters. You have your CPS, CFSA is what they call them out here. They sent CFFA came last night for Aussie, which is Stephanie Thomas, to let me know that the CPS lady went to go see what provide any assistance or providing my child with the homeschool services that other kids receive. And what Stephanie Thomas told the CPA, the CPS worker at what is it, CFSA, their Child Protective Services, is that Kimante, as long as Kimante does not receive, he cannot get any services from OSCE or from DC Public Schools. That I am to pay for everything for my son. So concerned about you're not concerned about the child being sexually, physically, or mentally abused, but you're concerned about his education, which he has on a level than your DC children who's in your public schools. This is a norm. Mm-hmm. This is a norm, and it's been going on for quite a while. And I have reached out. I have done everything from filing from the lowest to all the way up. Okay, and the government, Democrats, Republicans, and it's like y'all work well together to commit crimes, but you don't seem to be able to come together to do anything to assist society and the community. Things are able to happen because you have so time, so you can hide behind the hatred and the racism by using black people doing these crimes. And this is how y'all get y'all positions like Mayor Browser and Councilmember McDuffie and all the other black people that's in the government. This is why having black people in the government does no good for the communities or the people, because they're not in there for us. They're, they're in there to ensure this, the government, what they're doing against us, especially oppression, okay? Modern day slavery, this is what you do. So if you put us in an environment that is already known to be dysfunctional, already known to get people that's not doing what you do, you push other people into that, and then you can just vote them all into that same thing, saying that, oh, you know, hate everybody. It's set up here to target and hold us under. So, not only with this phone call, on the phone all day, since 8 o'clock, it's now 10:07 a.m. This has been going an ongoing thing with Capital One. PayPal just jumped on board. I just have to survive on here. This is a normal thing that's been going on with the bank reversing payments, changing payments, doing whatever they want really to assist in the hate crime that's going on against us. And then you have the so because he public school already did not really payouts, okay? Manipulate things public and to the people. So while they've been targeting and coming for my child, um, they haven't been able. They've just been, creating backgrounds, trying to create and build a history. Okay. Now, this history that they're building is based off of their discrimination, which I have total evidence of. There's no way of denying it or any of that. It's outright, it's direct, and it's in the open. It goes against all of the government laws, all of their procedures, everything. It really means anything. The reason why they have these laws and all of this stuff that they're doing, this is a whole tool to set up to enslave people and do it indirectly. You got people going along with it, you know. Um, the molestation and the soliciting of the children, that's not important. That's not a valid thing for anyone. Um, and assisting in trafficking, the trafficking our black kids all throughout the United States of America. Federal informants with trafficking is the judicial system, CPS, and Prince William County Police, including the VA, state troopers, and the federal agents, all assisted in this. So, the case that was 2017 hate crime with Andre Hines, Demetrius Perkins, Christopher Stanley, and the rest of the people. Saying that, this is showing y'all so that you can be, down spiral. I went through a lot, this shit was traumatic, everything. This year it's not the same because I already prepared myself, and the best that I can. Prepared, I was already preparing myself once I started knowing what was going on. I started preparing myself because you can't be nothing but survival mode and something like this. What the government did was they used the gangs out in Virginia who is supposed to be like a little secret society. They used them. So they tried to target me through the streets as a predator and a snitch, not the predator part, because them niggas mess with kids, so ain't nobody chasing you down about that. The predator thing was for society, for the people in the community and society to think that, this had something to do with me molesting Shania Michelle Hill, who came out in the 2017 hate crime with Aisha Carroll, and Tania Carroll Majors, saying that I molested her and went to prison. I filed all of this stuff with the government. Everything is filed. It's been filed over the 6 years. Done is the more that I file it, the more attacks that they commit. So the federal government, who's involved in everything that happened, and because they use the sex offender registry, which I have 3 co-defendants that I guess I don't know if they're supposed to be assisting them or to kill me twice already, and they're still working hard trying. You know, the thing is, when people come to attack you and they want to do shit like that, it is they're not so they're not so happy. Somebody, it's easier when there's somebody that won't fight back. They'll just call in the corner, call up me. Shit, I know I'm going. I'm taking as many as I can with me. Period. You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all about. That's what y'all doing. Okay. Fuck, I ain't got no choice in it. I ain't signed up for this shit. But hey, if I got to be forced in something, I'm gonna give it a billion. I'm not going sit and cry and beg people to care about people trying to kill my 6-year-old son. I'm not gonna beg about, you know what I'm saying, the fact that they molested my kids and the shit is on board because they're targeting my son. You know what I'm saying? I've been saying this for over a year. But you know what I'm saying? You keep saying the same thing and people don't care. You know what I'm saying? I have contacts like Black Lives Matter. They don't help us out here in the District of Columbia. Their organization can't assist us. If I call them, they can't do anything for us. You know what I'm saying? There's other black organizations out here. There's other organizations and programs. This is why I say things that I say. I'm not against these people. You know what I'm saying? I still try to do the best I can and you know, supporting black businesses, black communities, black whatever. But they're not able to assist or help black people who face with these types of things that's going on with the government. So I'm not sure what these agencies are there for. I guess they're there for after they kill you, then they'll march up and down the street protesting about them killing you. I guess that's what they're there for. You know what I'm saying? But all that really does is promote the abuse and the violence that's happening in the black community to the black people. So you already have the weak that you're putting in more fear, and then you have those that's going to totally rebel because they're so fed up and just done with the bullshit. And then you have, you know, your people that's just lollygagging in between, playing both sides of the field. So it's a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? It comes along with all this discrimination and this hate and all of this stuff. It's a lot. Okay. So this is an ongoing thing. It's not going to stop. Um, this is just something that's been going on that they've been doing. So since the federal government assisted the federal informant in the hate crime concerning the 2002 case, um, after September, I never registered with them no more. Once I found out the people here was trying to kill me based on it. Yes, my first name is Jakia, Jakia, last name Carroll. This is. Are you calling about a transaction? How can I help? Yes, ma'am. The last 6 representatives has hung up on me. They put me on hold to transfer me, and then the phone says, "Oh, thank you," and then it hangs up. So that's happened about 6 times this morning. Really, nobody has been able to assist or help with any of the issues that's been going on. I've been calling back and forth all morning trying to get assistance based on this matter. What's happened is something or your end did some type of security lock to only allow the account to receive money, but not allow me to access my money in the PayPal account. This is something new. Obviously, none of your representatives understand what's going on, and there's nobody in PayPal company that's able to do nothing. So based on what I got from your representatives, this is my understanding of it. How it works is the systems are completely in control. There's nobody that controls the system. So if the system decides to lock one of your customers out, then your customers are locked out. Then yesterday it was wait 24 hours. So 24 hours today I call back. Now you want me to now they want me to wait another 24 hours until the computer decides if it wants to let me back in or not, because no one can verify me or confirm me. No one can do anything. There's nobody to contact. So the only thing that I want to know is how to just remove my money from PayPal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even going to use the account no more. The other thing is after I deal with moving my money, I need to dispute these transactions for $4.95. Every month, you've been charging me $4.95 for a debit fee. You charged me $4.95 on March the 2nd. Then today you charged me another $4.95 for a debit fee. But I don't know why I'm getting charged a debit fee because I don't even have a debit card that works with PayPal. So I wouldn't understand why I'd be charged for a service that I don't even have.
The charges that you're referring to, the 495, where are you seeing that?
I'm seeing it on my PayPal prepaid MasterCard is because that's where you're charging it at. You're not charging it on my account. You're charging it on my prepaid MasterCard. It says fee a debit fee and it says $4.95 on March the 2nd, and then today you charged another $4.95. If you go back February, you charged $4.95.
Aditya, regarding your charges on your prepaid cards, we have to get you an account specialist from our prepaid support for that. But just to confirm, the funds that you're trying to access, before I connect you to our prepaid card support,
No, you don't even have to worry about that. I'll do that later. I just want to take care of the account so I can get my money out. I need to go do my laundry. That's all. I could take care of that later. When I file everything with y'all, then y'all can do the claim or whatever. I can deal with it later. I just need to do this now. This is an emergency.
And regarding the transfer, the funds that you want to access, you're trying to withdraw it, right?
Yes.
From your PayPal balance?
Yes.
Do you have a card or a bank account linked to your account?
I do have a bank account linked to my account, but I don't think I'll be able to, I know I can't wait 2 to 3 days for you to do a bank transaction.
If you actually have an option to access the money, you can transfer it to a debit card linked to your bank account. That would be within 30 minutes, but there will be a 1% fee for it. But using your bank account directly will take 1 to 5 days to be processed, and it's free.
I know, ma'am, but I don't have the days to wait for a bank. I waited 24 hours yesterday, so that's why I'm here today. I need to go do my laundry, so somebody else is taking me, and I don't have any clean clothes, me or my son, or no food. I expressed this yesterday. I know that, I'm saying, it doesn't matter, but I still expressed it so you can be aware of the situation. So this is not a situation that occurred today. It occurred yesterday. They told me to wait 24 hours. I waited 24 hours. Now I call back today, and they want me to wait another 24 hours, and it's nothing nobody can do.
I definitely understand everything is so sorry and nuanced, but those are the options that we have in order for you to have access to the funds. Do you have a debit card that's linked to your bank account instead?
I do have a debit card, and I don't have the days to wait for my money out of my account. I don't have 1 to 5 business days to wait.
Well, if you use the debit card, it would be within 30 minutes. The only time that you will wait if you will use the bank account number and routing number. But if you have a card linked to it, you can add it to your PayPal account and transfer the money there instead, so it would be instant.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, ma'am. As far as this account, if the PayPal card is not linking to the account and it's not transferring to the PayPal card, how's it transferring to another card? It's not transferring.
Well, that's a different card. It's not working on the PayPal debit card, but I mean the PayPal prepaid card, but that doesn't mean that it will not also work on other cards. You might want to try transferring it to your bank card first.
Ma'am, your system does not allow me to do anything. That's why I'm on the phone with you guys. And if they stop hanging up.
Have you tried transferring to the debit card already, to your bank debit card?
Ma'am, the money was transferred. We tried to transfer the money to a debit card yesterday, okay? And we could not get, it was not letting us do anything. It says that the account is only a receiving account, and it does not allow any money out. This started happening yesterday. When I talked to your representative, they were saying, to wait 24 hours. And then today, it's the same thing, wait 24 hours. So I'm sure tomorrow, if I call, it's going to be wait 24 hours. No one has been able to assist in something real realistically to allow me to deal with this matter.
Well, that's the thing. We really don't have to override our security program.
Your security program neither, which is really bad. So what made your security program do that? Because the security, that program is not just running it and y'all just wait for the computer to do whatever it wants and nobody has access, because I'm sure that it's our security and y'all just can't get y'all money and you just hang up on them. Otherwise, nobody would be dealing with your company.
The thing there, we don't really have the specifics with regards to that. We know how to go around it. Anyone can display around our security program. The key is this is to keep our security system tight. We don't have any access to physical transaction. I do understand
send it to I could do a transfer to Walmart. She was supposed to have been helping me and then she hung up. This has been going on all day. Every time, oh, you can transfer and you can just pick it up from Walmart. It is going to charge you a little fee. I'm going to try to waive the fee. Please hold. Put me on hold and hung up. Now, what I'll do is when I finish this call with you, what I'll do is I'll make sure that when I file everything and I send the recording to your company so they can hear how many representatives I've been through and what I've been going through. You know what I'm saying? When your customers call you, and I understand you're just a representative. I know you don't have complete control over everything. I'm sure you don't even know everything about this company, just being a representative. I get that. Now, what I do understand is that there's a level of people that do. Over top of you would be some type of manager, supervisor, over top of that does this. Since I've been calling for 2 days, somebody who has more access or more authority than them. They keep tagging me to different reps, has no authority. So all you're doing is telling me the same thing. So there's nobody else able in your company to access the details of your system.
We don't have any ways to access specific reasons why your transaction.
Ma'am, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about you. Listen to what I said again, because I just want to clear. I know, that's what I'm saying. No one from the company can answer. Okay, so no one from the company can access what's going on with the systems. The systems completely run themselves.
Well, this is a security program. It's based on transactions that were made on our account history for the past 20 years. That's PayPal working. So whenever it's triggering the security program, we don't have the specific on that. If only we have, we will not waste more of your time. We will not keep you waiting for how many days just to get your money. We will access your account immediately and have you access your money as well. And that's the point. We don't have access to the details. That's the reason why we cannot give you answers or any specific details about that information.
Okay, ma'am. And even though you don't have, no one has access to your account. Now, what I do need to know is, the other lady before she hung up on me, she said that she was going to do help me to do a transfer to Walmart. So how can I do that? Because I'm not able to do nothing on my end. So how do I do that?
Do you have your PayPal app?
Oh, Jesus, have mercy.
Now you can generate a code on your PayPal app right now. I try to go back.
She can't do it. Just make a murder.
Options.
Uh-huh.
There should be
Okay.
discount and it will.
Yes.
Well, unfortunately, we don't have an option to waive that. A third party See for you guys withdrawing,
Do
account.
all of a sudden, I've had this whole time, so see what the problem is. So guys,
I really wish there's someone to do to keep.
is there somebody over time?
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Really making America great. It's a personality thing, which they already studied. You know what I'm saying? So you already knew that if you keep on and you try to bully and intimidate me into something, you already know this shit gonna go up in a bang. Because it's a personality thing. People do based on who they are and what they believe in, their personality traits. You know what I'm saying? You like this. You trying to come on some as a bad person for being straight up and real. And saying what I'm saying, dog, the really shit you can. Yes, ma'am. I'm, yes, ma'am. I'm having an issue with my account. My issue is going to be an ongoing to see why it's happening, or you don't know why it's happening, and it's nothing that you're able to do. So this most likely will be a permanent thing since no one has. So, um, Jakia Carroll.
And your email address and the account.
I'm sorry, ma'am. What did you say? Oh, Jakia Carroll at gmail.com. Make America great again.
All right, I tried to pull up an account using the information that you provided me, but I'm not able to pull up any. But do you have access to your people account?
Ma'am, I was logged into my PayPal account online, and it's been the last 10 years, which is Jakia Carroll at gmail.com. So, the lady told me to try to do something as far as transferring. So when I tried that, it blocked me out of the account. So I don't know if it'll let me back in. This started happening yesterday.
All right. You're logged into your account, but I'm not able to pull up any account into that information.
Yeah, it says, but Capital One is making, I mean, not Capital One, PayPal is making transactions on the account though, because on the PayPal card today, they just took another $4.95 off of this card, and they took that same amount, off of this card on the 2nd of this month. So that's $10 that they taken, Hold on, ma'am, one moment, please. Hello? Did you call him, Grandma? And what they say? Oh, God, don't nobody want to hear no damn apologies all day. Yeah, go ahead and do what you, yeah, just go ahead and do what you gotta do, Grandma, after 11. It don't even make a difference. Okay, Grandma, if they ain't there by 11, go ahead. I'm on the phone with these people now trying to take care of this stuff. That's fine. All right. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Yes, I'm sorry, ma'am.
So here, just, I actually tried to double check again, if I can pull up an account based on the information you provided me, then we're not able to pull up any. So here, you mentioned that you logged into the account, and do you see a balance on your account?
Now, ma'am, like I said, it let me log in, and then it doesn't let me log in. It says, sorry, we couldn't confirm it's you. First it lets me log in, then it don't let me log in, then it lets me log in, then it don't. Sometimes it don't even let me put in a login. As soon as I tap on login with PayPal, it'll give me an error message. And as I said before, this just started happening yesterday. And from yesterday to today, there's not been anything that anyone in your office or anything, in your and PayPal could do or nothing. And I don't understand how a company is ran like this, that a system makes an error or something happen, and then the customers are just left hanging and like, oh, well, you don't have no options. This is all we can do. You have to wait and all of this stuff instead of assisting your customers who actually benefit your company. Wow.
Well, as much as we would want to do the checking, only that we don't have the account, which can give us information exactly why this is happening. For us to determine and how we can also assist you or how we can proceed to assist you with your concern. You mentioned that at times it allows you to log in and there are times that it doesn't. So it would be best if you can try that. And if it allows you to log in and if there's a balance in the account, you can try to refund a transaction there if you receive payment from a friend or a family member or anyone that you can get in touch to ask them on other ways and how they can send you the money instead. Or you can send it to another people account, for example, to your friend or family member that can withdraw the money for you. Just as of the moment.
Ma'am, that's what we've been trying. That's what we've been trying to do, though. We've been trying to send the money out of the account because after I go through something like this, you know what I'm saying, I'm not personally going to use PayPal anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to, once I get this matter straightened out and I get them to clear up those fees that I see on this account, that really doesn't make any sense why they charging me 2 and 3 fees for the same thing in 1 month. As far as this debit plan fee for $4.95, that's like a random fee that they've been charging. But like over the last 2 days, just dealing with PayPal, this has cost like $10. They charging me a fee. I had to pay a fee to get the money. Like it's just charging. Yeah, but does this allow, since this money is on this account, can I send this money through MoneyGram?
If that is an actual PayPal account, you may may not be able to have the money grab. The money grab is also one of our competitors. So, and we also don't have a feature that you can do that there. But then, if, let's say, for example, if you do have a personal account, then you can cash that out in Walmart. But then, if you do have some bank account or eligible card in the future, it will allow you to transfer the money, and that will be the best option. But then again, what is wrong with suggest is if you do have a friend or a family member that has a stable account, just ask them if it would be okay with them to transfer your funds there. And once you do have access, it allows you to transfer the
But
money.
that's what I'm saying, ma'am. It's not allowing me to access the funds at all. That's what they're saying. The security issue is blocking. They're saying that your security is on your system is blocking me from accessing the funds. So I can't send nothing to nobody. Otherwise, I would have already done that. They want me to send the funds back to my bank and wait 1 to 5 business days for the money.
If the terror system is blocking you from, getting access to the funds, well, that means that it's not actually going to be permanent. That means that as of the moment, our system is triggering something like a triggering system, possibly, and that is actually the possible reason why you're not able to get access to your funds. But that will not be permanent, as well as mentioned. You may be allowed by our system.
Yeah, but the thing is, ma'am, you don't,
Not tell exactly why.
nobody knows what's triggering it, and you don't know how long. Because yesterday you said wait 24 hours. I wait 24 hours and call back, and it's the same thing today. They're telling me wait 24 hours. So I'm sure tomorrow you won't know neither, and you'll be asking me to wait till 24 hours. Because you don't know, so you cannot fix the issue that you don't know. How does that work? You don't know what the issue is. So how do you resolve it?
We actually know what is the name because normally you need to get access to your account, or if it's not allowing you to use your phone straight. Only that we will have your account fund of us. We're not able to pull up an account using the information that you provided us. So since at the moment we don't have any basis in order for us to receive this.
So you're not able to pull up my account based on the account information, because the account is in my first name, last name @gmail.com, and you're not able to pull it up by that.
Now we're not able to pull up an account using the information using your name and the email address that you provide.
Oh, ma'am, then it's an error on your side. Either you put something in wrong, that's the account information. I wouldn't understand why you wouldn't be able to access the account in your system. Because that's the information. That's the information. At Gmail food. He didn't have any food yesterday, okay? Security issue on your I'm saying, oh, you tell them the same thing, but you haven't done anything different. You understand what I'm saying? I'm as a customer, I'm kind of confused and lost here. You haven't done nothing different from yesterday, but tell me to wait. You haven't done anything different. Not to none of the 20 representatives that I've been through. No, not the sorry, ma'am. I know that's your line. As much as we wanted this, that, I know, understand that, got that. We don't need to waste time on that. You can save that for someone else. What I need to know is, now, you're a manager or supervisor, who else can I speak to? Because I need somebody to be able to tell, I don't care if I have to wait tomorrow or something like that. But what it is, I need somebody to be able to tell me they can do something. Everybody I spoke to, none of you have been able to do anything. You've all done the same thing. If you're a supervisor, and when I finish this phone call with you, ma'am, I'm going to send the recordings of me talking to your representative so y'all can clearly understand I am not tripping, okay? I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, and you can see me explaining that over. I've said the same thing about 50 times. Just today, every time they transfer me to somebody else, I explain the same situation. They transfer me to somebody else, they explain the same situation. They transfer me, then they hang up, I call back and go through that same process over and over and over. Not one out of the 20 or 30 representatives, not one of you have been able to do anything. Nothing. Nothing. So what I'm saying is, over top of you, who could offer somebody for that system. I do IT. So no does what it wants, and there's nobody who can override it or stop it from doing that. That's not how it is. Someone in your organization, in your IT department, okay, that works in PayPal, that has authority in that system, because it's just a system that does what we tell it to do. That's what I'm trying to get to that person, not to somebody who can just look at my account and can't tell me nothing. I need somebody who has access, who has authority, because your system, although it's a security system, ma'am, and it may be set up to run however it's ran, there is someone who is set up in place in your organization to make sure that these errors don't occur, that they can get in there and fix something if the system does something. Somebody does that. Everyone I spoke to today from PayPal, y'all have, as far as your representatives know, y'all have a system that runs itself, that has its own brain. So if it decides to lock your customers out or do anything that it does, there's nobody in your organization that has any kind of nothing about this system. The system is just running. You understand what I'm saying, ma'am? I'm not being mean to you or anything. I need the person who has the authority. And everybody that I spoke to out of the 20, 30 people today have no authority. So can you give me someone? Hold on, ma'am, let me do this too. Ma'am, what's your name?
My name's Sam.
Your name is Kim?
Yes, that's A for Kilo, E for Echo, and M for Mama.
Okay, and Miss Kim, do you have a employee ID number?
Yes, that is 42369.
2369. Okay.
69. Yes.
Now, Miss Kim, I know you've probably done your best. I need somebody, ma'am, over top of you that has authority, because I'm in an emergency situation. So it's not like I can just keep doing this day after day after day after day. I explained the situation to you. So, and to the people that I've been talking to, I need to speak to someone who's able to assist me with taking care of this matter.
All right. Well, I totally understand where you're coming from. Yes, since from a consumer's perspective, from a people account owner's perspective, you might be thinking that we're not doing anything here and that our system is doing it or is causing all of this by itself. At the same time, from our perspective here, normally even if you don't have the account, if you're encountering that issue, it could be that our system was triggered. That's why as of now, it is restricting you from making any changes in the account or taking any action in your account. So since you mentioned people here in PayPal, aside from me, so we're not able to pull up any account or we're not able to assist you with this, able to verify some information.
They did. They were able to verify the information. Pull up. They was able to do it whenever it let them in. The same thing. They went through the same thing. So, and you'll see that some cases it let them, and in some cases it did. This occurred yesterday, and they weren't able to confirm who I am. To do that, then they can't get in the systems and all this stuff, and then they can log in, and then there's nothing they can do. That's this morning. So instead of me, ma'am, the same thing yesterday. Okay, I'll wait 24 hours just to have the same issue like it's doing now.
And that's the moment in strong success is to it in the time.
Okay, so what you're saying is, um, keep trying it at a later time, and then if it doesn't work, because this is going on 48 hours after today, it'll be 48 hours. So tomorrow, if I call back and this is not working, because I called and we went through this all yesterday, which you'll see on your system. So when I call back today, was nothing you was able to do from yesterday morning until today, and then that's the same thing today. There's nothing you were able to do. Again, because it's a system error. So it's a system thing, and nobody's able to do nothing.
Well, again, it's not a trip, but it's actually, yeah, mission. You know, that you're going through something and you need to do the laundry and you don't have enough funds. I'm a single mother. I have 3 kids. I understand how important it is for us to get access to our funds. To be able to do our task as a parent within as much as we would really want to do, we don't have information yet. But we will come in order for us to figure out what exactly is happening on this, why we're not able to follow up anything.
Okay, ma'am. And when would somebody get in touch with me about this issue?
Well, then we are actually gonna try to take note of it, what's gonna happen, but it is actually check or verify. It is actually could be our technical team or some of our back office where you cannot guarantee. But then to try it. If it will allow you, then as soon as it allows you, go ahead and transfer the money.
I understand that, ma'am, but what I'm saying is, who else? I've spoken to you, Ms. Kim, your supervisor, several representatives speak to at PayPal, because like I said, even if it's something that they have to take care of, I want to make sure that, this won't be an ongoing thing for the next week or two, with PayPal, because like I said, I talked to you yesterday, and from yesterday to today, nothing. You've done nothing, because you didn't know anything yesterday, and you still don't know nothing today. So it does, nothing's been going on concerning my case, this issue from yesterday. So I instead of me, and based on the fact, that, you know, your representative's been hanging up and not, trying to assist me or nothing. So I know, in your back office or something, be technical, somebody that has some type of knowledge, not just a representative or somebody who has. I want what they're planning on doing. I want some type of something, not just, oh, just try back later. I don't want to do that. We did that yesterday with the try back in 24. We already know that doesn't work. So now we need a better solution. Thank you, ma'am.
Sorry, but that will not be possible. We don't have a way to connect you over to our back office or to our technical team because they're not accepting phone calls. We can only send a ticket to review what's happened.
Oh, okay. The people that's your back office team, they're not accepting phone calls. So you can't do that. So, but
In order for them to check on our customers' account, our customers over to them because they're not accepting phone calls.
okay, so did you send them a ticket yesterday, with this issue, with this situation? Was a ticket on file? Was a ticket sent to them?
I'm not really quite sure. Again, I don't have your account in front of me. So then again, I'll see what I can do so that they can investigate on this.
Okay, and even if you don't have a corporate or no other type of number for your customers, that that the customer can PayPal customers. Because I'm sure that if this, like, if people in the public seeing this, ma'am, y'all would lose business. You understand? Like, they would be looking at this crazy, like, what? Look at what they're doing to their customers. Like, this doesn't show you care about your customers. So what I'm asking is, even if you can't now at this moment, knowledge to authorize to make these decisions so that I can ensure that someone will be working on this today. So I don't go through the same thing tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. Because I already did that.
What I can do here is I can try to see what I can prioritize this, and once they're able to fix this, we can try to see if it will then allow you. Because let's say, for example, if it goes through the minute that this is already fixed, or if you're gonna give us a call once you tried it and still didn't allow you, we may be able to see what's happening. So
I know, but what I need you to understand, ma'am, as a customer, I'm calling you back, and it takes a long time to get on the phone, and it takes a long time to go through this whole procedure every time. So I don't want to have to keep calling you back. I'd rather be able to talk to somebody who, once they figure out something or have some kind of clue about something, or who can tell me something about something, that. And I understand that that's not your department, because your department doesn't know anything about anything as far as the system goes. Anybody else, there's besides this, you and the representatives under you, there's nobody else for your PayPal customers to the issue with, they can put in place for this technical issue.
no one do not accept the phone calls, that's why.
They're not accepting phone calls. They're not accepting phone calls. The technical department.
Also, the technical team, I'm not really quite sure if they can do or if they can call you, but I can get your number so that in case that I'll put together an option I make, I'll try to put it note that you would like to receive a call back if just in case that they have already fixed it. But then I cannot guarantee, but at least let's try. Yes, that is the least that we can do. Because as of the moment, to be honest, there's nothing that we can do. Not get access to that account because we're not able to pull up any information.
Yes, ma'am, and I understand that. So, okay, and you're more than welcome to put my phone number down for them to give me a call, 202-876-5464. You're more than welcome to put that down. Also, ma'am, the other thing I want to know is if your customers have an issue concerning PayPal, who do they go to to file a complaint? What department is that? Do they accept calls?
Well, they're only accepting mail, so I can give you our corporate legal address.
Okay, what's the court? And they don't have an email?
No, they don't.
Okay, the corporate legal issue only mail it. If you got a customer service, the things can't deal with, then as a customer, you just go to hell. Okay,
This is 2211
uh-huh.
North First Street, San Jose 95131.
San Jose, California. And what was that again? The zip code, ma'am?
95.
95
Yes, 131.
131. Okay, so Ms. Kim, basically, only thing that you can do is they didn't do yesterday for this issue. So basically, this has just been an issue. I was held up on the phone yesterday, and nobody did anything because if your technical team doesn't accept phone calls, and there's an issue that involves your technical team, and you have a customer calling back and back and back, and you stay on the phone with that customer 4 to 5 hours the day before, and you put no ticket in to say there's a technical issue with this problem, and then the following day when the customer calls back to you to discuss the same problem going on, then you notify the customer that, oh, I could put a ticket in today. So then you put a ticket in today, and the customer basically waits, tries again whenever, and when that doesn't work, the customer calls.
But then again, as mentioned, I'll see what I can do in order for, this address and that's prioritize.
Yes, ma'am, I understand you saying that you're gonna see what you can do. What I'm asking you, ma'am, is I'm asking you a process, okay? See, I've done this yesterday, I've done this today. What I need to know is, okay, when, when I go back to try and it does not work, do I have to call this number and go through this whole procedure again? Is that what I need?
Yeah.
Yes, I need to call back and go through this whole procedure again. And if it doesn't work when I call back, ma'am, then what is the procedure to handle this issue?
Yes, but don't worry, I've already taken notes of what you have already, escalated to my team. Everything that, was shared in this recording is actually loaded.
Okay, I just wanted to get, I know there's a procedure in dealing with the problem. So PayPal doesn't have a procedure when things issue. And then, when I try later and it doesn't work, and I call back to go through this whole thing, what is the procedure then? This is what I want to know, ma'am.
Well, but, I really cannot tell, because we are not a law department. We don't know actually, okay, with an investigator address or proceed to this complaint.
Okay, you don't know,
But then
okay.
again, yes, we no one you can actually tell us, and we don't have a way to communicate with them except for sending a ticket. But again, I'm gonna put notes, your phone number on that ticket so that they may call you if they do have an option to do that.
Okay.
Alright?
Uh-huh.
So thank you for calling Algeria and thank you for making this working thing.
Oh, not a problem, ma'am. I like making the public aware. You have a good day.